One coming from Descendants to this.
Sure.
How did that feel?
Oh, it felt like just like the perfect transition for me. You know, Descendants is this incredible franchise that changed my life, and now going into this second franchise, this phenomenon of PLL has felt so right, I think is the word, and at the same time challenging for me as an actress. So it's been really exciting to grow so much through this series.
And can you tell me anything about Descendants 3?
I can tell you that it's going to be premiering this year. That's about it.
Nice.
But it is exciting. We honestly, we can't wait for everyone to see it.
We've got a new edition of PLL. Tell me what's different, what's new?
Well, we have two characters from Pretty Little Liars. The characters of Allison and Mona are taking us on this ride to Beacon Heights, where we meet our new Pretty Little Liars, who are perfectionists, and we're going to explore the sunny side of their life and a lot of the darker sides of their lives.
So what does it take to be a perfectionist?
What does it take? It's a great question. I think you have to have this like innate necessity, this drive to be perfect, and whatever that might mean to you. You have to be pretty good at keeping secrets. You have to have at least 10 lies, at least in your bag. But yeah, I think there's like a level of mystery and intrigue that comes with it.
All right, let's talk about villains. I mean, obviously A was...
The epitome.
Yes.
It's amazing. It is iconic.
That was the challenge, was to come up with a villain that it's going to be equally as much of a who is it on this show. And I think it definitely, we got there. It's a really fun who is it. We even own our anus, which I don't know if I can say that out loud or not, on the show. These characters find out about that there was an A, but by the end of the first 10, there's a new name for this person that we'll be guessing who it is.
Okay, so only one person?
Or people. Them. We say them a lot.
We
them
say
is
them.
easy.
Okay, how twisted and how involved do these plots get? And PLL got pretty crazy.
It's definitely heightened. We live in a heightened world, and I think what
Yeah.
makes the show fun, though, and why people like the show is because the everyday problems these characters are going through are still relatable, like the loss of a family member, the loss of a loved one,
Heartbreak,
friendship, betrayal.
money trouble.
Yep.
Are we still looking toward the same audience?
I think our PLL audience is going to be very interested, and by the way, they start watching PLL now when they're 10, so I say the age range for the show is 10 to mom.
To mom, yeah.
Or dad.
Because it's definitely a very sophisticated version of the world of PLL.
How did you feel coming into this?
Oh my gosh. So incredibly honored and so overwhelmed. When Marlene called me and she said, "You're my newest Pretty Little Liar," my heart just stopped. It's the craziest thing, and I'm so honored to be a part of it, and I truly can't wait to share it with the world so soon.
So were you a big fan?
The biggest fan. Like,
Really?
such a big fan. Every time I'm with Allison and Mona, Sasha and Janelle in a scene, I have to just, like, take a second
And I
and take
knew
a breath.
Sofia was a fan, but I didn't know how big of a fan, and I didn't have time to write an audition scene for her, so we just used an old PLL scene and changed the names.
And
but
I knew
she it.
exactly the scene. I was like, this is the conversation with Hannah and Mona when Mona comes in with the clothes, and she was dying of laughter. I knew exactly what it was.
So is Mona, good Mona, bad Mona combination? What are we going to
You know,
see?
I say look, it's Pretty Little Liars, so everybody's always a suspect. You can never really trust anyone.
Nothing is as it seems.